Hello everyone, this is your instructor Farwa Batul and welcome to the course of O-Levels Computer Science. So viewers, we have already started the topic of data transmission, and in my previous video I have covered the definition of data transmission, right? So go ahead, see that, and in this particular video what we are going to see that we are going to see the difference, or we are distinguishing between serial and parallel data transmission, right? So if we talk about the ways of data transmission, then we have two different kind of ways. The very first is the serial one and the second is the parallel data transmission. We can choose out of them according to the system that we are proposing or according to our requirements, right? So let's see that what is the difference between serial and parallel data transmission, right? These are almost opposite to each other, right? So we are going to make a column for that, right? Let's suppose we are just drawing a line in between. Okay, so here I am going to tell you about serial, and in contrast to it I am going to tell you parallel over here. Okay, so in a serial data transmission, the most important thing is that you are transmitting a bit at a time. What it means that it means that you are going to transmit a bit at one time only, right? At a time, one bit at a time, right? And after that bit is transmitted, the next bit is going to be transmitted. So you are going to transmit the data bit by bit. But in parallel data transmission, what is important? You are transmitting several bits at one time. Several bits transmitted at one time. Okay, so this is the difference between both. Here you are transmitting one bit at one time, and here you are transmitting several bits at one time. Other thing is that since you are transmitting one bit one time, it means you only need one wire or one channel to transmit that particular bit. So only one wire or one channel is required in serial data transmission, right? Whereas in parallel, due to transmitting several bits, you need several wires or several channels, right? You need several wires to transmit the data. Bits in parallel. So these are the two major differences. Now, due to these particular differences, what is next? Serial transmission is better for longer distances. Why I am saying that? Because of the ease of manufacturing or installing this particular kind of data transmission. You can easily buy, easily install, easily manufacture this kind of data transmission, right? So that's why it is better to arrange a serial data transmission system for a longer distance, right? Whereas for a parallel one, the parallel data transmission is better for smaller distances. Okay, so what is next? Since you are transmitting one bit at one time, that's why it is slower, right? It has a slower rate of transmission. So another difference is the rate of transmission. It has a slower rate of data transmission, whereas here you have a faster rate of data transmission, right? Because of its characteristic that it is transmitting several bits at one time. Okay, so what next? Here in serial data transmission, it is more reliable. Why I am saying that it is more reliable? Because here we are not going to face the synchronization problem, right? No synchronization problem. Why? Because we know that if once our first bit is transmitted, the second bit will be followed by that. Okay, so that's why it is reliable. Why? Because if my first bit, let's suppose this is my bit number 1, it needs to be transmitted over here. So If it is not transmitted, then my next bit or the following bit that needs to be transmitted will not be proceed. So once this bit is received, after that my other bit is going to be received. So here is no synchronization problem. The bit is not going to be skewed, right? What it means by skewed, it is not going to be interrupted or going to be missed. Here in serial data transmission, you are going to have lesser errors, right? Lesser chances of error. Data cannot be easily corrupted or or you cannot just say that data transmission has synchronization issues. This is a very reliable data transmission, where you know that if my first bit is received, my second bit will be going to transmit, right? But if my first bit is not received yet, my second bit is not going to be transmitted, right? Whereas in parallel data transmission, what happens? You are going to face the synchronization issues and your bits can be skewed, right? Here you can have more chances of error. Chances of error. You can face synchronization issues, right? Your data can be I can say mixed up, right? Here your data, once all the data is received, it can be mixed up, it can be out of order, and you need to arrange that particular data. Okay, so these are the major differences between both of the type of data transmissions, right? So it can be arise in your paper as well. If I talk about the paper of 2019, then definitely in 2019 the examiner asked for the advantages of serial data transmission over parallel, right? In 2019 you need to define two advantages of serial over parallel. So I hope you guys have got an understanding of both these kind of data transmissions, and you can easily do these kind of questions if it arises in your exam, right? So I hope this video is helpful to you, and in the next video we are going to see the simplex, duplex and half duplex data transmissions. So please follow that particular video, and after that we are going to solve a past paper question that is related to this particular example, right? So thank you so much for watching it. See you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye, and please do subscribe my channel and share it with other students as well, right? Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.